Go.
Hello, Team Go Givers. Oh my goodness.
Welcome,
You guys are
everyone.
on fire. You guys are on fire. What a week. What a week. We are so happy to be with you. I am so excited to hear from Caitlin and her team of incredible Go Givers. I have my notebook ready. Like, I have been waiting for this all day.
Yep.
So the standard is high, but that's the way Caitlin keeps it. And so it's so exciting. But before we get into that, let's share some wins. So these are 10-second wins, and it can be, a win can be anything, right? It can be, I got some no's, I got some yeses, I got some, I reached out to someone that I was kind of a little anxious to reach out to. It could be all sorts of things. We would love to hear your wins.
Yep.
Hi, Johnny.
So who wants to start first? Because I muted everyone. So if you want to speak up, please do.
Can I start?
Yeah,
Okay.
go, Johnny.
Go ahead, Johnny.
1,000 people. I love you guys.
Say
What
it
a
again,
beautiful-
you broke up.
1,000 people we've passed as a team. Team Johnny. I'm proud and I love you all.
Johnny, when maybe you used to go to Brendan Burchard events, but they were big events and they were 1,000 people. So you just filled up a whole room of people jumping up and down for Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good.
So someone
That's like 10 hotel conference rooms, Johnny. like conference center. Amazing. Oh my gosh.
So Liz said she wants to share a win. So Liz, are you able to unmute yourself?
Oh my God. Liz.
Where's Liz?
She's coming. Liz.
I'm here.
There we are. Let's hear it, Liz.
I'm not going to share my whole video. My face, I had another allergic reaction. My face is super swollen, so I'm embarrassed. But my win this week is Caitlin shared her 6-figure daily checklist with us, and I started doing that yesterday. And it's intense, but it works for her. And I'm like, I'm just going to copy paste what she does. And so one of the steps in her 6-figure checklist is to do 50 replies to people's stories. And the way she explained it, she said it takes the ick out. You're jumping into their private messenger without saying, hey girl, I got this thing for you or whatever. So anyway, I did that yesterday. I did it today, and I got 2 people that were pre-enrolled that enrolled today.
Nice.
Just from me going to, I didn't talk about LiveGood at all. I just replied to their stories and just said, hey, your kid looks so cute, or whatever it was. It's because this is relationships we're building, and it made them remember, oh my gosh, I need to go back and enroll. I didn't say one word. Both
Nice.
of them came into my messenger box and said, hey, I've been meaning to enroll. I'm going to go do it right now. It was like, I messaged Caitlin and I was like, okay, you're like, because I mean,
God,
like,
we got her on the call tonight.
It was following up without following up.
I know this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
You,
get
Liz.
her checklist and do it. Yeah, it works.
Awesome.
She'll share with us.
Yep.
Amazing.
So
Okay.
I'm going to jump in here. So Riley Gaines, I don't know if you wanted to unmute yourself and share, but for those of you that can't see in the chat room, well, actually I'll give it a chance. Riley, do you want to unmute yourself? Okay, she may be in a spot where she can't do that. So anyways, she had 5 people join me since Thursday night. So that is awesome. That's incredible. That is good job, Riley. Love hearing
Amazing.
that.
That's amazing. That's 3 more humans than most enroll their entire lifetime. I'm not kidding. The average is 1.7. So you're like crushing it.
Yep.
Who else?
Anyone else? Did anybody get a big no? They reached out to someone that they were nervous about and they said no. That's a win also.
Oh, I got a really big no this week.
Was that the one Tuesday?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a really big no.
Yeah.
She didn't like my facts. She didn't like it. She didn't like it.
Oh, no worries, Riley.
That's all right. Well, Kim did a live yesterday. Kim's Amazing Live launched, and you're just a rock star on those.
Yep. Good job.
Liz, I don't want to burst your bubble or share your secret, but I have to brag on you. You're one away from gold. She's 99, you guys. She'll probably be 100 by the end of this call.
Yeah.
Like, because you responded to 50 stories, so you'll probably hit it while we're on the call. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I have to say one thing, and that is I'm trying not to cry because I've had a really tough 2 weeks with my body. I have Lyme disease, and so I just want to say that today I did those 50 from my bed, and yesterday I did those 50 from my bed. And I can hardly talk because my face is so swollen. And you can do this from your bathroom breaks at work. You can do this from your bed if you're not feeling well. So I'm just very grateful for the simplicity of this. So that's all. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry.
Liz texted me yesterday and said, if it's going to be, it's up to me. She's like, I'll just go get those numbers myself. I'll just go.
So Liz, congratulations. And hopefully you feel better soon. And just as it relates to crying, a lot of you haven't been to Erin's events, but
Stop.
I place tissue, Kleenex at all the tables at her events because it's guaranteed that there will be tears at her events. So we cry all the time.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, anyone else? Last call for wins. Oh, great, Lisa.
Let's hear it.
Where's
Are you able to
Lisa?
unmute, Lisa? If not, we'll celebrate your win, whatever it is. That's
Jeez. She's like, I have a win. I'm not gonna tell you though.
Jen has a good product related. The aminos are amazing, and I've needed them desperately in my job. So yes, yeah, JOB. Jen, hey, I still have a JOB. In fact, I could kind of share a win. Sitting at my desk, I was getting emails of people pre-enrolling. Excuse me, pre-enrolling, and that's just from putting our websites out there for people to take the tour.
You are
LiveGoodTour.com/username, and I had
sneaky little Garth. You're
four people.
You're a sneaky little Garth.
That works. So anyways, Lisa, it looked like you did unmute yourself there for just a second. Yeah.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I could not get my mute to go off nor my camera to turn on, and I use Zoom every day, all day long. So I don't know what that's about. But so yes, I'm here. I have been following Caitlin's checklist as well. She's been preaching it to me for months and months now, and finally started really, really focusing on implementing it, and just not even going to sleep until all the steps are done. And actually had 3 people reach back out to me today. One I'm going to have lunch with tomorrow. She's a good friend of mine, been friends for a really long time, but she is super hyped up about it. I'm going to go ahead and meet with her and just kind of seal the deal. And then also 2 other friends reach out to me today, and they are going to enroll tonight when they get off work.
Awesome.
So,
great, Lisa. Yeah. Congratulations.
From the checklist. It's the golden checklist.
Awesome.
Wow.
So
wow. Oh.
Tiffany, one of her team members, went bronze. So that's awesome for you, Tiffany, and for your team member. That's great. That's what we want to produce, is a bunch of bronze generating machines. And then iPhone says, I have a win, leaving one company and finding this one, what I had been praying for. Oh, that's very nice. So we don't have a username on that one, but whoever shared that in the chat, that's a great win. So we're happy you're here with us. We're happy you found this. And so the meeting ID, I'll put it in here. I dropped it in the Telegram chat. Oops, I was going to put that one. The Telegram chat as well.
No.
Oops. So that is the meeting ID that I just put in the chat, as well as you can just tell them to go to thehigherlifezoom.com, and that should bring them straight to this.
Someone that did really well joined. Wow, Ashley. Wow, she'll post it. We'll get it to you. Don't you worry.
We'll get the checklist.
Okay. Amazing wins. Congratulations, everybody. Incredible. Okay. We're not going to waste any more time. We've got to get to Caitlin and her incredible team. Let me introduce Caitlin, and I'm going to ask her a couple questions, and then they're all going to dive into training. So get your notes out. Yep. Yes, it's recorded,
but you're going to need the notes
word for word. Okay. Yep. Okay. So Caitlin lives in Arkansas with her husband, Micah. And I guess the most popular way to find your human, to find the love of your life, is to go to Walmart, because this is where they met. She says this is very typical, very Southern. So they met and fell in love in Walmart, or maybe not, but that's a funny story. She has 2 kids, Caleb and Kylie, and they're 10 months apart. So talk about duplication. Ha 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 ha. That's my stupid joke for the night. Okay. 10 months apart, you guys.
You're sure there won't be another joke? Stupid.
Oh my God. Okay. She's been in the industry for 7 years, and she's been full-time for the last 3.5 years. I'm going to share with you a couple numbers, and then she's going to share, but listen to this. She joined 20 days ago. Okay. 20 days ago. She's enrolled 73 people personally, and her team is 242. And that was like 3 minutes ago. So I'm sure it's gone up. Caitlin, you're amazing. Tell us, how did you hear about LiveGood, and why did you choose LiveGood?
So I just want to say first off that I have not prepared for this at all, this meeting, because I wanted to make sure that, you know, my answers were very genuine and authentic, and not like, I don't prepare for anything, really. But I actually heard from LiveGood, or there had been 2 or 3 people like pitch me, and just, when I make a business decision, it's a very big decision for me. And so I thought, if I'm going to do this, I have to make sure that I don't just join the first person. I have to really research, who I want to lead me and mentor me, but most importantly, my team. Like, you know, having success in the industry, I could go anywhere and be okay. But it's when, you know, a leader really makes sure that they have the resources for people that matters. So I actually, and this is why I tell y'all, don't, I wouldn't add customers to the product testimonial group, is because that's actually where I found you. You had posted something in there, but there were several leaders in there, and I looked, and I talked to probably 7 different leaders, and I had some that were like, why did you join when you were talking to me? And I was so shocked. I'm like, I don't know about y'all, but do you not interview people when you just join a company? Like, that is very important. And they were upset, and, you know, I realized that, again, I thought it was a health and wellness company. That is not me, but you were the only one that hopped on the phone and explained it completely different, that it's a store and membership marketing and all the things. And so that's kind of how I found it and heard about it.
She picked me, everybody. She picked me. Oh my gosh.
I did.
What's the show? Did you get the rose?
Pick me. She gave me the rose.
Yeah.
Okay. So amazing. And why did you choose LiveGood?
So a lot of people know this on my team. I actually was a top leader with Melaleuca and loved it. Okay. They had everything right, except for the fact that there's a product commitment. And so, before I ever found LiveGood, I was eligible to go back to Melaleuca August 1, like in a few days. And, God put it on my heart, like 2 months ago, Caitlin, you're not going to go back there. And I didn't know what I was going to do, but, y'all, residual income matters. And the thing is, there are going to be people that join you and they leave, and it can be upsetting, but, you know, there are business success factors that matter, and residual income and longevity, like that matters when it comes to a business. And so that's what did it. There's a 96% retention. That's a no-brainer. You're going to build somewhere. Why not make it count, not just for you, but the generations to come? So
Wow. All right, take it away, Caitlin. What you got? What are your top tips? What the heck are you doing and your team? And take it away. We're so grateful you're sharing with us tonight.
yeah. So I actually will try to think of my checklist. I'll talk about that in a second. But y'all just remember that I've done this for a while, and I'm very consistent. Actually, my grandpa, a lot of people I don't think I've told anyone, my grandpa passed this afternoon. And my sister was like, let's go they're like an hour and a half away, and I'm like, no, I have a training. And so like when people say I'm very intense and hardcore, I'm not saying pick your business over your family, but I'm saying that I take this very seriously. There's a lot of people that are like, dang, I have a headache, I can't work today, or you know, oh, my kid has this or that. I'm not talking about one-time events. I'm talking about like my kids have VBS tonight. So I could go all the other nights, but I didn't go tonight because I know I had this. There's just, you have to be willing to sacrifice something for, you know, what it is that you want. And there are a lot of people that, you know, when you take a 9-to-5 job, you have to show up. And people don't think that about online marketing. And so I tell people I can teach you this checklist because I believe in being a leader that builds my business on relationships. I'm not an influencer. People, you know, I have built a following because I've done this for so long. It's not some massive following. It is bigger than some people, but I did not start that way. And that's why I don't care to people, you know, when I hop on a Zoom and I look like a hot mess with spit up on my shirts and stuff, because I'm not an influencer and I do not teach people to do happy birthday messages. Those do not work. But you know, there are things that you have to do every single day. But before I preach my checklist, because my team knows, you know, you have to be committed and determined what you're willing to sacrifice. My kids are also very young. So when I got in this industry, my husband, I told him, like, I'm going to have to really put my head down and focus, but the kids are young. I can miss out a little bit now where they won't remember. And I'm still home with them during the day, but I can miss out a little bit now if it means being there full time when they're older. So, y'all have asked for the checklist. I'm going to tell you this. Every single morning when I get up, I message my group chat and I say, have y'all added your friends today? I cannot tell you, that is the number one tip that you have got to do. I add at least probably 40 people a day on Facebook, at least. I'm blocked all the time from adding friends because I'm constantly adding. If you do not have room, I won't go into it on this call, but there is a tool that you can use to remove inactive friends, and that's what I use. But I add friends. That's it, because I mean, this is your store. Facebook is your store of people, and if you have 200 friends, then you're only open to 200 people, you know, unless they happen to share it. But you've got to add friends. So that's number one. This is like 5 steps. But that's the most important. And then number 2 is I do 2 to 3 posts on my timeline every day. If you look at my Facebook, I do like a quote in the morning. And then if I'm going to do a midday post, I typically don't, but usually it's my kids or something about marriage or whatever. And then at night, it's typically about LiveGood. I've launched very, very strong, and I'm not going to be quiet about what it is that I'm doing. Because y'all, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you don't have to go fast, you just have to show up. No, LiveGood is going to be everywhere in a few years. And if you do not take time to build it now, someone's going to beat you to it. Because it's exploding. So again, like I'm intense, and a lot of people, you know, get intimidated, I feel like, but I mean, you just have to show up. And then make sure that your timeline posts are like 6 hours apart, by the way. That's very important for the algorithm. I do 5 to 10 stories every day. This is where I do the majority of products. I don't post a lot of products on my timeline. But your stories, I mean, that's your TV show. What are you up to for the day? Like, make it your reality show. And people love when I get on there and act a fool. they love it. I get so much interaction. I mean, I can post my cute kids and stuff, but if I get on there like acting a fool, making my kids laugh and stuff, that's what they like. So I feel like a lot of times people think that they have to be put together, and it's the furthest thing from the truth. People just want you to be you. So there's those. What else? Personal development, at least minimum 10 minutes. I don't care, y'all. You take a shower surely every day. Listen to personal development in the shower. You know, you drive to work. I don't listen. People are like, what music do you listen to? What oh yeah, replying to stories, the biggest one. But people ask me what music I listen to or what TV shows. I don't, y'all. I listen to podcasts. I'm like personal development queen. I don't have time for that stuff, y'all. I mean, it's not gonna get me in. Now I love Suits, don't get me wrong, but and I will take time to do that, but it's not before my daily checklist is done. And the thing is now that I've grown, my checklist is like 5 times that. I cannot tell y'all how many stories I reply to every day. Okay, and so lastly, like they said, just engaging in stories. A lot of people say, Caitlin, how did you get your engagement so high? And y'all, when you post a business post, it's going to get less engagement. It just is. Okay, so don't like compare that to someone else's post that has to do with their kids, because the engagement will be higher whenever it's not related to business. But I swipe up to people's stories. I try to do like 4 to 6 words at least, because you know, you can say so cute or whatever, but they're not going to respond back more than likely, especially if they're busy or if they're in the network marketing space. Like they think that you're just trying to be one of those people, even though you're not necessarily. But I have built relationships with people through stories, getting conversations going. And so on my engagement, like on my Facebook, I know a lot of those people through being very consistent. And like I said, your stories are your TV show. So I'm watching their TV show every single day. You know, then when you go to do your approach or your pitch, it's going to be so much easier because you're going to have an idea of who they are as a person. So those 5 things are non-negotiable, and y'all don't go to bed until it's done. I mean, I know that sounds like hard, but there's no excuse for not getting your checklist done. I wholeheartedly do not believe that. There have been a lot of times in life where it's been busy or hard. I still do my checklist. I don't do maybe 5 times if it's a hard day, but those are very, very few days. I try to work it, because again, if you do this right and you build now, especially because LiveGood is so small in the grand scheme of things, your kids are going to be set for life. I tell people that all the time. Like, my kids have investments and stuff. My kids will never have to work. And it's not because, you know, I'm making a ton of money here right now. It's because even when I do, you know, I make investments. So, yeah, it's under 2 hours. So I know that was a mouthful, but anyways, that's the checklist.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Caitlin.
So we will,
Steve?
do you want to make a list of what those are, or hopefully people wrote them all down? We could run. You
I
want to?
have it.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome. Are we hearing from anyone else today, or else are we opening up for Q&A?
So I did ask a few of my girls to hop on, if that, you know, have advanced. So, if any of y'all want to, I think Tiffany's on here. Alicia, I don't know if she's still on here. There are several. Y'all just unmute yourself, and I asked them to give their top tip in building. That's my win, is I can't keep up with the advancements in my team. Like, it's very overwhelming. And I tell them, please do not get offended if I don't make you a graphic when you advance, because it's a lot. And so that's just what happens when you do the checklist. So if they want to throw in their top tip.
That's a great problem to have. I cannot keep up with the rank canvas. I
Yeah.
cannot keep up. I need an assistant.
Yep.
Tiffany, are you going to share?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. I am literally sitting in my car outside the restaurant. I need to close any minute now. So if this sounds strange, it's literally playing through my car audio. And if somebody comes out and calls my name, I'm gonna have to run. But I have a tip. This is, for me, this is something I've already kind of seen here because there's been so much explosive growth. I've experienced it. I'm sure other people obviously have experienced it, no matter kind of where you fall, right? And the tip is the word that kept coming to mind when Caitlin asked me if I would share something tonight was walls. I don't know why this word kept coming to mind for me, but it just did. Even while I was sitting here listening to her talk, it was walls. And we have like a boost chat, right? Where we can go in and we can share posts that we've made, and then we can go and like help each other, support each other on our posts. And what I've noticed is that we are all kind of, a lot of people in there are sharing business posts, and that's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. What we have here is incredible. But in the grand scheme of things, in sharing this, there are a lot of people out there, I personally believe, who have very big walls up. And they have these walls up because they've come from other companies, or they're still with them, right? And they're still buying into whatever dream or ideology or thing they've been sold. And it doesn't matter if they're making $5 a month or 500, they're still buying into it. And so the only way that, because we're new and in a genesis stage for any company, there's going to be a lot of people out there who are going to be talking all kinds of mess about what a new company is doing and is it legitimate and will it last and all of those things, right? So how do you come up against these walls? Because it doesn't matter how much momentum you have right now. Every single person here is going to find others where you're going to hit those walls at one point or another. So what do you do when you hit those walls, when you find those people who are in those spaces and it just feels hard, right? So my tip is share your story, not just the story about LiveGood and how amazing the company is and the infrastructure and all the things. Why does it matter to you? Why did you end up here? What was broken about where you were that this is rewriting? Because when people can connect with that aspect and that empathy in your story, that's how you're going to break down those walls. That's so, so, so important right now, because it's the only thing that's going to cause people to step back and take a very logical look at what they currently have in their ballpark. They're not going to look at what you have just because you say it's amazing, just because you say you can make a lot of money here. Everybody said that. Everybody said that about the 9 billion companies who have come before LiveGood. So what makes this different? What makes it different is the personal impact and the broken it's fixing and healing for you. And if it can do that for you, then that means it can do it for them. So be sure to share what it's fixing for you. Be sure to share how it's rewriting something that you thought could never be rewritten, right? Because I tell you what, I've only been here 16 days. And in 16 days, what this has already begun to rewrite for me is beyond incredible. So don't be afraid to share that. Yes, share about the business, talk about what's happening financially, but don't let that be the loudest voice in the room. Let your story and what it's doing for you as an individual be louder than anything else. That's it. That's all I got.
That's awesome, Tiffany. Great advice.
You are such a bright light. It has been a joy to get to know you. I told her today, I see her on stage clear as day. She is so eloquent, so smart, so loving. Thank you, Tiffany. Anyone else from the team sharing? So I'm going to let them at you, Caitlin. Any moment now, I'm going to just open the gates and they're going to have at you. All right.
Q&A time?
Yes.
All right, let's
Does
do it.
anyone have questions for Caitlin or for anybody?
Yep.
Or would they, whatever you want to share? We'll stick around for the next 15
It's like-
minutes or so.
It's like open mic night. Yeah, Randall?
I have one question. I just can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Randall. And
Okay.
not only
Hey
did you
there.
join, you just went bronze, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
congratulations.
I literally just opened up my back office this morning and I've already told 10 people and I have 7 people and well 2 are in the holding, not the holding tank. What do you call it? The power line?
Yeah.
The power
Well,
line.
it's because
And then-
it's because you're out of this world, coach.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, my background.
You get it.
My house is a little messy. I got 2 kids, single dad, but no.
Oh,
But yeah, so but I just signed up 5. But what's
Wow.
amazing is that 5, and I was explaining to them how like these 5 people, they saw such potential because I have had them in other marketing businesses, and they literally were like, this is unbelievable. $10 a month, no minimum purchase. And we have an incredible product, an incredible team, an incredible back end of like the company and their composure of the past and now of the present. And I think it's so amazing. And also the biggest thing is that $40 sign up. That was just amazing. And then receiving a $25 commission off of a $50. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's amazing because that's what I always tell people is if someone built an enterprise based on something where everything is affordable for everyone, there will be billions of people, not just thousands or hundreds of thousands of people. And those billions add up much quicker than getting a larger check in the beginning.
yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm explaining to my team. I'm like, look, this is amazing. This is revolutionary. This is just going to blow up all over the world. And this is going to literally have 1 billion people in it because this is no brainer. Like, and I've talked to 7, like I said, 7 people. And 7 people signed up. So it's 100%. And I've never had that in networking, ever. It doesn't matter if you have a beauty line that turns your face like 20 years younger tomorrow. If it's $150, most people can't afford it. If it's $400, $500 to get started, most people can't afford it. But when it's $40 and your $10 is included to the total $50 and you're done and now you're signed up in a business, that's amazing. That is like a that's just an abundant movement in my part. I just love it.
That's awesome, Randall.
But thank you.
So did you actually have a question?
No.
Yeah. So hey there. So I have I think that was actually that was actually one of my team. Like I just now saw her.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, that's Colleen, right? Colleen, is that you?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, so I invited you on here because I wanted you to watch this Zoom as this is a new business. It's 7 months old. It has over 500,000 people. And this company is just amazing because it costs $10 a month, no minimum purchase, and you sign people up for $40 membership, and you get paid 50% of the, get more than 50%. It's like 64.5% of the sign up. It's amazing. Just as like a little, just another business to go along with what we're already doing in our life, just to. Because those extra couple $100 a month, they add up, and then when it becomes thousands, I mean, it's life changing.
Pauline,
So
we are
sorry.
so glad you're here. And you can't say no to the 42 of us on this Zoom call. So welcome to LiveGood. We're so glad you're here. So what Randall is showing all of us is belief. That's what it sounds like. It's in his body. It's in his bones. It's in his heart. It's in his soul. Randall, that's exactly what happened for me the first couple of weeks. I was like, you got to trust me and you need to join this. And I was like, I've never said that before, ever. And I certainly didn't believe it if I had tried to say it, because, you know, I've been told to say that.
Right.
But
Well,
anyways,
like you said, belief has a sound.
Colleen, Randall will answer all of your questions, and we hope that you find massive value in LiveGood and join us. That would be so fun.
Yeah. So
the reason we've really brought you here tonight, Colleen, is it's called an intervention. Randall, you are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
so
thank you so much.
for you. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So
well, I'm Lisa, and I feel that Randall is also amazing. I met him in Florida, and this dude is amazing.
This dude is amazing. Let's make him a t-shirt. I love it.
Absolutely.
I vote for Randall for president of LiveGood fan club or something.
I second it. I second it.
There we go.
Lisa, Johnny, how did you find Coach Randall?
Well, it's funny. Firstly, this is amazing. But I've been following Randy, and I have been in a previous company together. We weren't really that connected. I knew who he was, and I was certainly following him on TikTok back then. And he was just smashing it on TikTok with tens and tens of thousands of followers, and just I was addicted to watching him on TikTok, running around the US. You know, anyway, whatever. It was just fantastic. And I just reached out. Just like I reached out to you, Dr. Aaron. I just reached out and said, Randy, oh my God, I can't stop thinking about you. You've been on TikTok. When I think about everything that you've done on TikTok promoting, and then I think about what you could do with this, oh, for God's sake, come and have a look at what we're doing. And then after many conversations, he joined a couple of days ago. And I love you, Randy. Seriously, man.
Thank you.
Everything happens for a reason.
That's funny. It's
incredible. It's incredible.
So
and we're like 49 years old, Randall, so you're gonna have to teach us the TikTok. Okay, because I don't tick and I don't talk, but I need to be TikToking. Okay,
we don't talk in public.
No, not yet. No.
So
and I guess can I just add, and I guess the biggest, since this is the type of call that it is with the tips, and Caitlin, I can't say enough about what you've done. You're phenomenal and amazing tips. But I guess if I had to think of one thing to say as far as a tip, reach out, man. And reach up. You know, you're going to have those people that you're going to come across on your social media or day to day, whatever, and you think, Dr. Aaron, really? Nah. Maybe I need to go down. Maybe I need to speak to the guy downstairs that's sweeping. Reach up. Just reach out. When you think you can't reach out to somebody, reach out. You'll be surprised. That's the number one. And number two, the more you do that, the better you get. The better you get, the better your language gets. And all of a sudden it gets under your skin, and you're finding yourself talking to somebody for 2 minutes on a little message, and you can't believe the language that's just come out of your mouth. It's phenomenal. Practice. I love it.
That's great. Thanks, Johnny. So Star, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. You put
it's
a
just
question.
to us. No one can see it.
That's what I'm asking. No,
right.
So
I
Star,
just wanted you to read.
Yeah, I know. So Star, did you mean the question to be just to Aaron and I, or to the group? Because it shows up on our end as a private message. So you can just drop a yes or a no. For yes for the group, no for not the group. And with that, while we wait
Riley
for
has a question above.
Oh, question above. Let's see. Scrolling.
Where is your question?
Where is it? Right. Oh, here. Oh,
what does your day-to-day look like, Caitlin? Riley wants to know, do you have a certain schedule? Does it matter? If we were a fly on the wall watching you like a zoo animal, what would we see?
I do a lot of personal development, like I said. So here's the thing. Now I do a lot of like leadership development. I listen to a lot of training so I can prepare to better train my team. But until that point, it's just, yeah, a lot of interacting with people and getting to know people and building relationships.
I do.
What?
Go ahead, Caitlin. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I didn't know if y'all were like talking to me. I mean, that's it. Yeah, just whenever pretty much. But I make sure that I have, I check in with my team very, very first thing. But so my checklist, when I do it, I make sure that I sit down and do it all at once. And then once I've done that, every minute that I have in between, is when I'm adding to the number of friends that I'm adding or people I'm engaging with. But I do make myself sit down, but I also have childcare. Okay. My story is not the same as everyone else. I know that, Riley, you're with your daughter every day. So just when you can.
Thank you,
Yep.
Caitlin.
So Star
Thank you.
responded and said the question doesn't matter. And I think as far as whether it's public or private. So I think the question actually fits with what Johnny was just talking about of reach up with people. So I'll read the question first, and then I'll explain to you how the marbles were rolling around in my head when I made that comparison. So she asks, can you message people from your previous company, even though you left a short while ago, to let them know about this? Or can you get in trouble and be seen as cross recruiting? Or just message those that were in your direct downline? I've had problems before. And first thing, Star, we've gone through that a number of times. So Aaron's got some great advice on that. But where I was going at with that reach up was, don't be afraid if someone in the previous network marketing company that you were under, to let them know what you're up to. You know, most policies are written on the recruiting down or recruiting to the side, you know, of trying to poach someone from another team. They aren't so much of reaching up to who you're doing. I know we've actually done that.
That's not the question. So,
well, it kind of is. It's talking about, the way I understand the question is, it's about reaching out to people in your previous company.
So every company has a different policy of what's legal and what's not. You can reach out to people that were personally sponsored by you. Most companies do not allow you to personally reach out to someone on someone else's team, but you can post on social media and have them come to you. You can attract them that way. But yeah, I mean, no one's going to come after any of us. Okay. Like, they're just not. So
generally speaking, make sure you're aware of what the policy was with the previous company. But you know what? I'm going to be bold and I'm going to say it. I think some of it depends on how big of a fish you were with the previous company. Most companies aren't going to send their attorneys after someone making $200 a month.
Yep.
Our experience has been they go after the people that are making tens of thousands of dollars a month if they're cross recruiting and doing that. So I'll throw that out there based off of our experience. So I don't know what everyone's unique situation is on here, but again, they're not going to go and hire an attorney for $300 an hour to go after someone who is making $200 a month. So I'll just put that out there and you guys can take away what you want from that. Anyone else have any questions? I'm going to scroll up here a little bit, make sure we didn't miss something. Let's see. Yeah, I think we got the questions caught up in the chat. Anyone else have anything? You can unmute yourself, or again, drop it in the chat.
I just would like to add that if I feel like I want more feedback overall. I know that not everyone on here is in quote unquote my team. I think we're all a team, but giving feedback to leaders on trainings that would help help. I feel like that's the biggest thing is, you know, we don't know if people are struggling unless they say anything. So I'm always asking my team, what do y'all need trained on? So I would just like everyone to pitch in at some point, whether it be message after this or direct message, just how can we serve you? Because that's what we're here to do.
Amen.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I've got something to end the call with. maybe wrap this up with a little bow. And it is from a book called Rhinoceros Success. Have you read this, Caitlin? Okay.
We show
So,
the rhinoceros.
this is why there's a rhinoceros
We actually have
on
a
our
rhinoceros.
bookshelf. And I am not insinuating that anyone here is a rhino, but what I am saying is, you will see, you want to be like a rhino. Okay. I thought of this because Caitlin, you just charge towards your goals. You charge towards your dreams. You charge towards your family. You charge towards your highest self. You charge toward your highest leadership. And so I'm just going to read to you the front of the cover, and then we'll end. Don't be a cow. Cows watch life go by, safe in the certainty that the risk and the noise are not for them. Cows cower before the face of bad news, bad markets, and the bears and bulls of life. You don't want to be a cow. You want to be a rhinoceros. You want to be a 3-ton rhinoceros, a hard-charging, snorting, furious rhinoceros, running full speed into opportunities and trampling every obstacle that stands in your way. Fueled by confidence and eager for success, rhinos charge through life. Success is theirs. And with this book, it can be yours as well. Go get the life you want. Be a rhinoceros and charge massively, charge often, and above all, charge.
You got charge is the way it's written.
Charge. Have a beautiful week. Let's channel our inner rhinoceros this week. Okay. It's our spirit animal for the week. Love you all.
So
thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, everybody.
We're gonna get Coach Randy fan club t-shirts and
Yep.
get the rhino horns that fit on our
Rhinos for us. All right.
Love you guys. See
Love
ya. What a
you.
beautiful
Bye.
call.
Rhino
Bye, guys.
Randy. Sorry, Randy.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry,
Bye, everyone.
I'm actually talking with Colleen about the business. So
Yeah,
I'll
of course.
keep
Okay,
you
go
guys
sign her
in
up. Go
tune.
sign her up, Randy.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Bye, Rhino
Bye.
Randy.
All right, thank you. And hey, I heard you talk about a shirt. I will love a shirt.
Okay,
will-
okay, Rhino
I
Randy.
will
We will get
Show
you
that
a
shirt everywhere. Okay.
Absolutely.